Hold up now. I'm gonna need you to pause. Cause, ayo, she just said what?
Hello, hello. It is me, Santoki, aka Toki. And today we are doing Tophia. We're going to watch the condensed version of her live from March 3rd. And we're going to watch it on Tophia Archive channel. Please subscribe. I'm hoping they get to 1K so they can start getting paid, because for them to not only record Tophia's lives to then condense it is a lot of work, and I think archivers and clip channels should get paid for it. That just makes sense to me. So yes, if you aren't already, please subscribe to them. As always, thank you so much for being here. A special thank you to my members. Join memberships to become a Tokidoki, and you'll have access to all the emojis, have a Mickey Chew badge next to your name, and early access to videos. There's not much more else to say, y'all. Let's get into it.
Dr. Pepper. No, it's not a Stanley. I got it.
Yes, we are back in the common room. I do wonder why. It's interesting that we have been in the common room for the past few lives now. I kind of miss it, but we'll see how long. But I will say, lighting is a lot better, so it'll be easier to get a thumbnail. Thank you, Tophia.
From Timu. I'm trying to be alright, but I'm not alright.
Are you ever?
Dr. Baby, it's good and nice. Dude, no, I'm not drunk. I am tired, guys. I literally nodded off in the couch. And I was like, and then I woke up for a second. We're gonna try to get the housing thing settled because supposedly we were supposed to get it like that.
You're so dumb. Like, I just don't see how she thought she was gonna get it like that. Because it just makes sense to me why it's taking so long. I don't understand why it doesn't make sense to her, but okay.
Getting very angry, and I'm trying not to get angry.
Ew, get angry at who exactly? And get angry for what? Well, I know you're gonna say because you think you should get housing now, but like the nerve.
And then I'm upset. Arc? Are you serious? I'm not doing well. No, we're not on a waiting list. Apparently, we were supposed to get it right away, and
Well, Tophia, what do you think is happening right now? It sounds like you're waiting. So that would mean that you are on a waiting list.
talked to somebody, and they were like, "You were already supposed to get your housing. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know either."
You know what that means? Whenever someone says that, they're just trying to put off the blame on somebody else because they don't want to tell this dummy over here that, yeah, it's a wait. It's a wait. It is what it is. If you really expected to be approved for housing and then to get it within days, a week, is crazy to me.
My mom is being singled out because this lady keeps bullying her at the shelter, and I'm like,
like, Tophia, the fact that you hear this, and I'm sure it's even worse. Well, I don't know. Could it be worse than what she said, or could she also be dramatizing it? It could go either way. But the fact that you hear this stuff and you still do nothing to go see your mom, despite the fact that you can, I don't care what she says, what anyone says, she can see her mom. She just doesn't want to. Period. But the fact that you don't, and that, like, that doesn't move your mom to get, first of all, who is bullying in a homeless shelter? I mean, okay, whatever. I mean, I can kind of get it, because Marie is, what is she? She's just like, like, I don't know. But anyway, the fact that doesn't move you to even see her, or I don't know, work on trying to get her in another shelter, work on trying to get her in your shelter, since you seem very comfortable there.
I don't know. And then my other, and I want my convertible.
Tophia, you are fucking crazy. Like, she's crazy.
There's a place that I want to go. It's a nice place. So it's not on the west side. That's not the one that I'm talking about. Where you can see all of Albuquerque. I want to go to that one too. But there's one that we parked at. People drive up there, and you park, and it has like a mountain thing. Not mountains, because it's not in the mountains, but it's cool. Everybody goes there. Oh, we got approved, which means we should get housing. That's not me saying I'm priority over other people.
No, it is. It is. It is. Tophia, do you think you were the only one approved? A lot of people get approved. You still have to wait. What is she not getting?
I've been waiting. Literally, that's why I got approved. I'm supposed to have gotten my housing. Hello, that's why I got approved. Nobody said I was priority over anybody.
You're not saying that, but you're acting like it's stupid. Like, is she? Ooh. I can't stand when people act like actions don't mean the same thing as fucking words.
My situation is different than others because I don't have an income coming in. So,
huh? What do you mean? What do you mean you don't have an income coming in? What is this? What is this? What is Cameo? What happened to Cameo? You not getting no more? Oh, what happened to... Remember when she first got Cameo and she got like a couple and she thought she hit the lotto? What happened with that? Is that not income? I'm confused. Oh, and that makes you different from everybody else? Yeah, because, it seems like being homeless doesn't stop people from getting jobs and having jobs, which again is very weird how you're able to sit in that shelter and see these people who are struggling go in and out, going to work, and you are okay with the fact that you don't do shit.
Technically, my housing is subsidized, meaning that it's like the most I would have to pay is $50 until like then I'll have time to work on my stuff. Cause then I could get a camera, start filming.
Shut up, Tophia. Hold on, I'm gonna speed her up because she's actually annoying me. I'm just like, she a little slow, yeah, because she's at normal speed. Anyway, what'd she say? Look, I be forgetting.
I need to go back and do food reviews.
Oh, this. Cut it out. This whole idea that like everything, and you know what it is? It's her putting off everything on something that is not going to happen. Like it's one of those like I'll do it tomorrow type shit. Oh, if she doesn't get housing, she can't work on her content, and then if she can't work on her content, then she's not going to get money. Then Tophia, I have said, what's stopping you from doing it now? Oh, you don't have enough storage on your phone. Get one of them thingies where you can like you plug it into your phone. It's like a USB for your phone. I got one of those. I lost it, but I got one of them, so you can do that. So again, come up with something else.
So apparently there's this guy that's getting exposed. Oh great, that he does food reviews in Albuquerque, and I guess this girl was calling him out, and I was like, I didn't know there's a guy that's viral that does food reviews in Albuquerque. Let me know. I didn't know.
Well, she gonna bully him. She's like, this is my block. Get the fuck off.
I knew there was a guy going viral trying food. Actually, someone did tell me. I don't know if that was him. Because I need to get back. No, I can't afford a new phone. So do people like my food reviews? So yes.
Who? Is it you watching this video? Because who likes her reviews? Have you seen them? Please.
I don't make any income. That's not lying.
Yes, it is. What is this? Is this not income? Yes, you get shekels, but it's something. What is Cameo? What is... I think you're even monetized on Instagram and Facebook. So what are those? Is that not income? I'm confused.
What do you mean lying? I don't have an income. The most I make from TikTok is about $50. It depends.
50? I'm assuming she's going monthly. A month? Tophia. Remember when we first found out that she was on a live and she was like, oh, I made 51 cents. I gotta go. And I lost my damn mind. I'm not losing my mind now because I get it. Bitch, you ain't making nothing. But $50, you're doing all this. You go live almost every day for hours. Getting all types of shit thrown your way. And you make $50? This is somebody who wants to own a business though. This is somebody who doesn't want to work for anybody. And she's okay with $50?
Because I get paid scale, so I'm not making any money on social media.
You are though. That's what I'm confused. And so it's like, which is it, Tofia? Is social media your job or is it not? And I think she does get more than $50 because, like I said, she has TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Cameo. That's just off the top of my head. And I know she can get more than $50 off all four of those platforms put together. So her trying to switch up now, talking about she don't make income. Okay, and if you don't make income, what the fuck you doing on Temu? What the fuck you shopping every day? So what's going on? How are you paying your phone bill? How are you paying the storage? I'm confused, Sophia. Do you understand what's going on? Do you understand the words that are coming out of your mouth and how you sound? You sound crazy. You sound like a liar.
That's not lying. I don't
It
have
is.
an income to pay enough for rent. They literally wanted my information. But then they approved me because they wanted me to send in what I make on social media and it fluctuates. But I was going to give them documentation and it just said you're approved because I told them that my social security card was stolen, which it was. I don't think it was
Something's always stolen. Something's always stolen. AKA she lost it.
in storage, but we had a station wagon we were living out of and some stuff got stolen. They stole out of it, which is funny because they stole a broken ring light. Who takes a broken ring light? So they already have the information, so they already know. I lost my social security card because someone stole it. That's how it was in the car, in the station wagon.
So why haven't you gotten a new one?
That's money on. Hold on. I didn't leave it in the car. I don't know what happened, but there was some stuff that had the car didn't move, and we were supposed to go check on it basically. So we had to go out there and look to see if the car was okay. And when we went out there, my mom saw some stuff was thrown out of the car, and we went to look. And man, that was some rough times. It was dangerous. Living out of the car was very dangerous. This guy just started.
And who's responsible for that? Who is responsible for living in a car? Tofia, that's all you.
Right, for no reason. Call my brother. Oh my god, that was crazy. I remember one night I was asleep, and next thing I hear yelling, and I'm like, well, I guess he thought he was trying to steal his own car. I don't know what was going on. All I know is there was yelling, and I have to build my credit. Actually, I have no credit whatsoever.
That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. Being 32 and having no credit, and you can't say nothing about homelessness or nothing. Because you've been homeless for like, what was it, like 2 years? I don't know. Before that, you were in an apartment. So get out of here. You have no credit, Tofia. Girl.
Good, because I can build credit. Thank you for the gift points. But I told my mom it was in the car, but I guess she thinks it was stolen. And I don't have it, so...
That's your responsibility. Why are you trying to put that on Marie? That's your responsibility. Your social security card should be something that is always on you. If it's not going to be put in a safe place, then it should be on you. And the fact that you was just careless with it, which is what happened, now you're trying to blame it on stolen. Get out of here.
Stressful, but what can you do? No, I don't have the money.
You can get a new one. You can do what you can do to get a replacement.
My uncle did not offer me a place to stay, so I did have a credit card taken out my name too, actually. But there's no credit. I looked up on the credit thing and it says I have 0 credit. I did walk today. I had to get up early. Boy Junction no longer helps people. They only help families. I don't know why you're doxing a place that I'm not even at. No, okay. There's a lot going on. I'm tired and I'm exhausted. So because I called someone, I had to talk to them about some stuff. Because there's a whole bunch. It's not like I'm not heartbroken or anything, but okay. I guess
you're not going to say bless you to that person that sneezed? Rude.
Fine. That's great, right? I'm okay, I guess. With story. Well, anyways, I called someone because this lady keeps singling out my mom and keeps being rude to her. And I finally had it, so I'm like...
Yeah, if you finally had it, you know what you can do? You can pull up in the shelter and say, what's up? That's what you can do. But, okay.
We need to do something because I'm like...
We?
There's a lot.
We? That's not my mom. That's not somebody I care about. I mean, it's clearly not yours either. But we, no girl, you. But you're not. So why are we even talking about it?
Going on that I had to talk about. I'm not gonna pull up and fight anybody. But
why not? Why not? Did she not just talk about the last live? She was gonna snap. And did she not talk about? It was a long time. Well, not a long time ago. Maybe like a few weeks or something. That she was talking about that she was willing to pop somebody. She did not care. But now she's not going to pull up on somebody. It's very convenient. Tofia, you just don't want to see your mom. It's okay.
Mom is hard of hearing, and to get mad because she can't hear you and scream at her is not.
Says the one that I'm not even gonna let her finish. Fuck that. Says the one that gets mad at her and has screamed at her when she was in the apartment and in the hotel, whatever motel Holiday Inn. We saw, and she can say, "Oh, I was just talking loudly." There's a different look. I'm talking loudly now. Well, actually, I'm kind of irritated, but okay, okay. Let me calm down. This is me talking loudly. There's a difference between talking loudly and talking aggressively. Very big difference. Tophia would talk aggressively to her mother. So for her to be like trying to say this on somebody else as if she don't do the same damn thing.
Like, I'm tired. They don't even know how to treat disabled people. They should have worked there. Period. Should not work there. The same way your mom achieved her build. Thank you.
Huh?
I like this shirt too. Look at myself. Well, I'm going to go to the gym. Can't say much for you. You're going to go to the couch. You're probably going to go to Reddit. And it's funny. People were talking about she's chronically online because I addressed the guy that made a tarot reading. I found out about that guy was because people on my live stream told me, did you see the tarot reading? Not because I'm chronically online.
Well, you are. You're chronically online and people probably told you about it and you went and looked for it and watched it. So, again, that's still on you.
Chronically being online, commenting on pages that are posting videos about me. How are you going to tell me I'm chronically online when you chronically online? You don't know if I'm chronically online or not.
We know.
And plus someone sent me the video. That's funny. Every single thing. Literally, we caught you vaping. Chronically online.
No. Well, those two things are absolutely true. We have caught you vaping. Again, look at the short that I posted. And you are chronically online.
You went to Walmart chronically online because how did you know I went to Walmart? It's just so crazy talking about me, but then you be talking about everything I do be chronically online. You smoking chronically online, seriously. Because I just know about pop culture and random facts. You're a chronically online hater. You're the same person that always comments to me on Instagram because you got nothing better to do. How is it you have a relationship, but you're always in my DMs like 24/7? It's just so crazy. Some people need to be worrying about their own selves instead of worrying about me. God help the chronically.
Maybe people, well, first of all, who's worried about you? There's, again, big difference in worrying and being curious.
Online. She's always in there being negative. What are you talking about? You don't see my DMs. I can pull it up because I know. Because she has the same profile picture of her and her boyfriend. I don't know her name. I wish I had a relationship. First of all, I don't wish anything. I can.
You do. You be coming up on here talking all types of mess and posting these really weird, like, edits or something, some shit that teenagers would do, talking about relationships. So again, this whole live, I'm just going to call it Tophia Lies for an hour.
Wanted to. Right now, I'm not focusing on that because clearly, never mind. Have you not?
No. Say it. Clearly, what? Say it.
I've been posting, or are you just gonna act like you're not seeing that stuff? First of all, someone needs to just bop. That's it. Just bop. So you get it.
I'm sorry. That is just funny.
If you haven't been seeing my posts, then clearly something hasn't told you anything. Nobody was talking about her being in my DMs like that. I literally said she's a troll. She leaves negative comments. This has nothing to do with her trying to date me. Use your common sense. Oh, my DMs are filled, but I don't look at requested DMs because a lot of times it's just dumb nonsense. Some of the times it's just unsolicited. My Instagram is crazy over there. All you do is leave negative comments. That's what I literally said. Are you gonna prove my point on Instagram? I literally said you leave negative comments. So why are you saying you have the DMs? Nobody cares. You leave negative comments. What are you trying to prove, that you leave negative comments? Nobody cares. Some people just don't understand. First of all, who cares if you make fun of my hair? Why do you go for people's hair or looks unprovoked? Nobody was
Tophia has done that, but okay.
Talking to you, LMAO. That's why you have no profile picture, because that's what people do when they look at your profile picture. Is laugh their off. Or maybe try getting a real profile picture before you talk about my hair, calling it a tumbleweed. I don't understand why people come for someone's hair or looks unprovoked for no reason. Nobody was talking to you, Captain Save-A-Ho. Seriously, he was talking to you. If it's one thing I hate more than anything, it's keyboard warriors that come to the defense of somebody else. I don't understand why.
Remember that, Tophia. Remember that.
What are you defending her for? It's funny to me, you defend her more than her boyfriend does. Ain't that a shame? Anyways, I'm just saying. Jealous of what?
I don't know what's going on, but T.
Nobody's jealous. Why are you saying jealous? Her boyfriend doesn't even defend her. That's nothing to be jealous of. I got my own life to worry about. My own problems. I don't got
that was a big of a drag
to be worrying about, except mine. I don't need to be sitting here fighting people online. Like, the trolls ain't really paying my bills. Like I said,
actually they are. Because, like I have said many a times, if you didn't have hate watchers, you would not have anything. You talk about you make $50 a month, you'd make barely 5.
And if I want to. What are you talking about? There's Miguel. Hello, and he said that I could go on a trip if I wanted to. What are we even talking about?
What are we talking about? You talking about this mysterious Miguel who wants to fly you out to all these places and wants to be with you, but you also want to talk about if I can have a boyfriend I want, then get one. Then get one. Because you clearly want something. So get one.
Actually searching for somebody, I would have had someone right now. I had an issue not too long ago, a few days ago. Why would I be looking for somebody when I literally am going through issues? If you did not see the post I posted on my page with a broken heart, what does that literally tell you?
Do I have that? Hold on. Let me see if I screenshot it. Oh yeah, I did get it. It says, this isn't saying I'm gonna harm myself. Have to say that first. But I think people's lives would be better if I wasn't in them. I hate to say it. This isn't the okay to start agreeing and hate on me. Too late.
You guys really need to learn comprehension skills because you can't read. But I am not interested. I don't have to get into it because it's not anyone's business. I don't talk about people on my live stream, especially people that I know in real life, because I don't take my problems they're not really problems, but I don't come on here with that. If I told you everything, you would think it was crazy.
Well, you don't need to tell me everything to think that you're crazy.
This whole situation, man, it is, I don't know. I try to see things with kindness, and I try to tend to not be, there was a spider there, but I don't know where it went.
Then get your ass up and kill it.
Rude. I'm not a rude person. I won't snap at anyone, get mad or anything. But my thought process is like...
Tophia, you was just talking about how you was gonna snap on somebody. How you had to hold yourself back from snapping on somebody. Now you're trying to say that you don't snap on somebody.
I would never do that to you. That's that. I'm just saying. I wouldn't do that to someone.
Okay, so...
You're literally talking about my hair when you got no profile picture and you have to come from a troll account. Do you think I care? First of all, if you have not seen my recent post, you would really understand why I have nobody. Why would I be looking for somebody when I was in love with someone? That literally makes no sense.
That's weird. I don't know what... Like, Tophia in love with somebody. That person, I hope they are safe.
Why would I? Some people just don't know how that works and they're stupid. If you're in love with someone, why would you be looking for somebody else? Why would you be giving your time to somebody else? I don't have nobody.
So if you were in love with somebody, why was you entertaining Miguel?
Looking for somebody. Not because I was going to say I had somebody. No, I didn't have someone. But you know what I mean? I'm not out here looking for somebody who's interested in someone. That doesn't make sense. I'm not all of these women or all of these girls that have a list of people.
Watch it, Tophia. Don't. Very thin line that you're crossing right now.
I'm not one of those people. If I care about you, you're the only person. There's nobody else. I'm not looking for anybody else. I'm not trying to be with anybody else or get with anybody else, because how can you really say you love someone if you're looking for somebody else? It doesn't make any sense if you really don't love the person.
Well, the person doesn't love you back, so it's time to move on. How about that?
It's more obvious the post had to get. If you have not caught on to what I've been posting recently, I don't know what to tell you. I've
caught on that you're fucking crazy. That's what I've caught on.
For no reason. I'm not going to talk about the whole situation because they weren't interested in you. I'm not going to tell you anything that has to do with that. It's not for the internet. Because there's so much I can tell you, but I'm not going to argue with people.
As she argues.
It has nothing to do with rejection. I don't know. I can't really explain anything because people watch my page, so I got to be careful what I say. And also because I don't bring
as you say all kinds of crap. What are you talking about, bro?
Personal problems to the internet like that. That's not how I really look. If I told you everything that I was told, you wouldn't believe it. Whatever you say, pal. Anytime someone is interested in me, they're always a catfish. I can't tell you because I respect people too much to not talk about them on a live stream, so there's that.
You've spoken about Miguel. You've spoken about Miguel. You tell us he got money, he got a house in Maui, he want to fly you out, he's in Italy right now. You told us about that. Can someone not drive that fast, please? I'm recording. Be considerate.
Bringing it to the internet, so there's that. Why do you care so much? You don't need to know. No, it's not even loud. It's literally at 10. I'm not smoking nicotine, guys. I don't smoke. No.
You vape. You vape.
Really sent me negative DMs being a troll, and I know because you have the same profile picture. I don't memorize one person from a comment. You're a constant troll that literally leaves negative DMs, not comments, negative DMs. You constantly, every day, have something negative to say.
So block them.
And I think you're the one that I blocked. That's
Okay,
why
so
you
move
can't
on.
say anything, because you're blocked. Because I was not going back and forth with you. I already got too much problems that I have to deal with because whatever the case may be. And then people think that my life is funny. The way things are going right now is not because of my doing or because of anything that I
did. What? This is all you're doing, Tophia. What?
Actually, it's personal issues that I cannot say. What does my relationships have anything to do with you? Why is that any of your business or your problem? But you call me chronically online. That is very weird parasocial relationships that people need to stop having. What about life? Selena, I could fall. I really don't care. Who cares? Because I am hurt, so I am going to talk about it.
You just said you didn't want to talk about that. You didn't want to bring your issues on here. So which is it? Again, crazy.
Be hurt too. It's not a thing where you could just be like, oh, you know what? Let's get over it and just magically be happy. That's gonna work. It doesn't work like that. Nobody knows anything because it's real life stuff that is literally putting people in danger that I know about. And
yeah,
it sucks because
keep drinking the full sugar Dr. Pepper.
See, people really don't care. I can drive. I went driving actually.
When was it one time? That doesn't mean you can drive.
It's like I'm not their type. How am I lazy? Doesn't make sense.
Are you crazy?
First of all, I already talked to them. They told me that they couldn't take me. So I don't know what you're talking about. You're DMing that person and I literally had a talk with them. And in the conversation, they said, never mind, I can't take you. So, and not only that, it's not about a ride or transportation. I am suspended, meaning that I'm...
Wait. Okay, so she's talking about, I guess someone has had DMs with Tophiachu. I have seen them like posted in like comments of random videos. I didn't like save them, but I have seen them, and I saw that Tophiachu basically said that they offered Tophia a ride to go see her mom, and Tophia was the one time that she doesn't accept something for free is to go see her mom. And now she's on here saying, oh, it's not about the transportation. It's not about the transportation now. It's because she's suspended, despite the fact that she could easily contact the supervisor and get that resolved. And if she's talking about she can't be on the property, wait off the property. Tophia, this has all been said before. Just say you don't want to see your mother.
Not allowed on property. I don't know how many times I have to explain this to people because
no one believes you. No one believes you, and everything you say is bullshit because we can dispute it all.
Allowed on property. That means I cannot go over there to see my mom. I already had this conversation with the person today to help me with
Okay, so why don't you ask Tophiachu to go pick up your mom to come see you? Is that not something that can be done?
Housing so I can see my mother or find a way to see my mother because I thought maybe there would be some sort of a suggestion because it's a hassle for my mom to get on the bus by herself with her walker to get out into the city and then make sure that she safely gets back on the bus to get home. And I cannot stay there with her to make sure she gets on the bus to get home safely because I would have to come back because I would have to make the last bus, and by the time
blah 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 blah, that's all I'm hearing.
The last bus. I don't know why I have to explain myself to anyone. Literally, yes, I was offered a ride, and I did say something, but then I said something else, and I'm not explaining the whole situation.
But I thought that you were going to do it, but then Tophiachu was the one that said never mind. Did I miss the part where she says that something happened? So which is it? Because you just switched up.
Why? And then they literally said, they were like, well, never mind, then I can't take you. So there's that asked me to leave. I don't want that person to drive me all the way over there, and then I get told to leave, knowing that I'm not allowed on property. It wouldn't make sense. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard, to make someone drive.
Contact the supervisor. They already told you.
All the way over there knowing that I'm not allowed on property. That's just a waste of gas. And you sure as heck ain't paying that person for gas.
And neither are you, so let's not talk about it.
Pay. I really don't have to. It was an offer, but still it's the right thing to do because it's a far drive. It's only the right thing to do, and it wouldn't make sense to go all the way over there to be asked to leave and not even see my mom. That literally makes no sense because people think they know everything. Why would you post DMs? You literally have been leaving negative comment or negative DMs. I recognize your profile picture. You're the one.
Oh my God, she's arguing with this one troll. Girl, I don't care.
Literally, no, you're not understanding me. I don't know what I had to explain to you. I was on a 30-day suspension, but I had to go talk to the supervisor to see if I'm still allowed on property. Because I was on a 30-day suspension, I didn't need to go back because I gotten a place. I don't have a place right now. It's a place until I get a place, meaning that I never went to talk to a supervisor, which means they're not going to allow me back on property.
Why haven't you spoken to the supervisor? Answer that.
Because I didn't talk to a supervisor. And because I didn't talk to a supervisor, they will not allow me on property even if I go talk to one.
No, that doesn't make sense now. Now you have to talk to a supervisor. But even if you speak, how do you know? How do you know? You haven't spoken to them.
Not going to let me on property. I don't know how many times I have to explain that to people.
Because no one believes you.
30-day suspension. I literally have been saying this. I have to go talk to a supervisor. And right now, they are discriminatory. So
shut up. Shut up. So you're not even going to bother. Just say, Tophia, just say you don't care.
I'm not going to go talk to a supervisor to see my mother. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
That's crazy. That is dumb that you won't even bother to talk to a supervisor to see your mother who is allegedly getting bullied. You don't think the one thing you can do, you would do?
Over some social media people calling the cops for no reason. I'm tired of being treated the way that I'm getting treated, all because of my social media, which has nothing to do with helping me with housing because I am homeless. It doesn't matter about my social media status, my social media platform, or anything. If they are denying me housing help, that is literally discrimination and they can be sued. I don't care what you think, right?
Then sue them. I'm sick and tired of this. They can be sued. I will sue them. Do it.
You don't work for the city. And if you work for the city, then I hope you don't, because people in the city cannot say, well, you know what, you don't deserve housing. That's not how that works. They cannot sit here and say, well, you have all this stuff on social media, you don't deserve housing. They don't base housing off of what you said on social media. It has everything to do with whether or not you can afford the housing or not. That's why I'm going on a low-income housing that is literally subsidized housing where I only pay $50 a month because that's barely what I even make. They're going to have to see all the stuff that I'm making online. I don't even make enough for full rent. I don't even know why I have to explain this to people. Literally saying, well, you don't deserve housing. They cannot sit here and tell me I don't deserve housing because of my social media. That's not how these programs work. If they are receiving money to help homeless people, then they need to use the money for what it's for. They are not. They are using the money to be corrupt. They are using the money to literally scam and fraud people.
The city says you, the liar.
Not getting paid to help homeless people to use the money on themselves. They are getting paid to use the money to help people get into housing. Yet when all these homeless people are in the streets, right, everyone loves to say, oh no, oh look, they don't want to go receive help. How are they supposed to receive help when people are using the money to defraud people and go on trips? Literally. There was literally politicians that got caught taking private jets, literally to spending taxpayers' money. And here you are literally telling me that I don't deserve housing even though I'm homeless. That is insane work. And telling me to go get a job is negative, and saying other things is negative. Whether you don't view it as negative or not, I did. That's why she got blocked.
Well, I don't care what you what you view as negative. Go get a job. If you get triggered by that, girl, that's on you.
I don't block people because I just feel like blocking people for no reason. I just explained why I couldn't visit my mother off property. The only way for her to get off property would be to take a giant school bus. The school bus requires you to get on a lift, and she cannot get on and off the bus without any help because she has a walker. I cannot monitor her to make sure she gets on the bus safely at night, which I would have to wait with her to get the bus and then miss my last bus, and in turn not being able to make it back and lose my housing because I had to wait with her off property. I told you she cannot.
Why don't you ask your sister in Christ, Tophiachu, to help? Tophia, you don't want to see your mother.
Get off property because she's in a walker. It is hard for her enough as it is to get around since the accident because she gets dizzy easily, which is why she has to use a walker now, because she can't walk for long periods of time because it makes her dizzy.
And you left her because you couldn't act right. And now you get to live in this very nice shelter and shop all you want and go to all these places while your mother is getting dizzy in a unsafe shelter by herself. Good job, Tophia.
On top of that, if we are set to get this place, we are going to need a car to go places, so she's not going by bus everywhere with a walker. I don't know what I have to do to explain.
You think you safer than a bus? You think you behind the wheel is safer than a bus? You're crazy.
To get it through their head, because some people literally just want to sit here and be negative and rude and nitpick everything, and then I gotta explain everything. Why do I gotta explain everything to you?
Because it doesn't make sense.
I have to explain everything to you. You just sit here to literally complain. That's all you do. And then you say this projection that, what does my housing, what does me and jobs have anything to do with you? You wouldn't be sitting there still dating somebody that doesn't have a job, telling them to get a job constantly. If they don't have a job, you would dump them and find someone who had a job. So if you don't like certain things that I'm doing, then you could just easily block me. There's block buttons for that. And literally saying, well, we're hate watching, then if you hate watch someone, is that not chronically online? Hate watching people
No.
takes skills. Not even skills. You don't even need skills to hate watch someone. But hate watching somebody literally takes time out of your day. You spend hours on end hate watching somebody, then you don't have a life. Someone really has to tell you that you're not doing okay and that you need to take care of yourself. Because who spends that much time online? You're glued to someone.
You hate watch people, Tophia, Shawty Bay, all them other little Latino creators that you want to be. You do. There are 24 hours in the day. If you think me taking an hour or two to watch you means I don't have a life or nobody else has a life, then you are, again, just stupid.
Much. Why does everything bother you? Well, actually, that's not why I'm single, but people actually like me and say that in real life I'm a good person to hang out with. Some people really don't listen to the online stuff, so the crazy thing is that people sit here and condone cyberbullying and say that's okay, but whatever. You don't know anything. You don't know why I'm single. You don't know anything at all. I'm a good person. I treat people the way that they're supposed to be treated. Clearly,
Your mom is supposed to be treated that way, that she's being treated right now by you? Okay, I'm going by what she's saying, right?
Defending myself online has nothing to do with me being single. Maybe if people would just, in the past, and I'm not talking about people recently or personally, I'm talking about in the past that have literally played this dumb game where they make it seem like they like me and then they really don't. Of course, obviously, we never met offline, right?
God.
But to literally do that to someone is very shitty. And they had a lot of insecurities because sitting here making someone believe all of that, and then you turn around, right, and there was one, he kept constantly saying, I'm ugly, or he said, I'm gonna be single forever. Literally, and then just doing all of these things, saying all of these things, and then being like, I'm gonna be single forever, because literally it was insecurities, bruh. Some of these men be really insecure.
You're stupid. She's so dumb. I've already explained this. People that do that, like Wesley, they do that because then their audience full of Tophias can come back and be like, no, what do you mean? I'm here. If you're single, what does that mean about me? And it just gives them attention and money. It's really that simple.
Selfish person. I don't have to tell you what I do for anybody. I'm not selfish. That's why I have a friend that really cares about me, because if I was selfish, then they wouldn't care about me as much as they did for things that I did that I'm not even going to explain because it's none of your business, which was selfless, not selfish. And to be honest with you, the things that I did, I didn't know this person for a long time. I don't have to know someone for a long time to do things for you, to make sure that you're safe or to make sure anything's okay.
What about your mom? Do you do things for her to be safe? Because right now, according to you, she's not.
Okay, to check up on you, because literally I didn't even know this person for that long, and I really made sure they were okay, because at the end of the day, that's more important to me than anything else. I don't have to know you for a year. If
a stranger over your mother, that's what's important to her.
You're a good person to me, of course. I'm gonna extend the respect to you. You give respect and you get respect. If you give respect, you're gonna get it 100% tenfold. I don't need to. All I care is about myself and what I want in attention. I literally just said the reason why I want to be successful, and it has nothing to do with attention. I not in any way, shape, or form in my social media career have I ever said I wanted to be rich for myself or for attention. If I wanted attention, I would do way more outrageous stuff in videos to get attention if I really wanted attention. Defending yourself is not attention.
I just think that's lazy. I think you don't do what you can or do outrageous things because you're lazy. Because when you was in the apartment, you was doing the boss's daughter bullshit skits that got you attention.
I've done nothing for attention. That doesn't make any sense. Literally calling me selfish and saying I want things for attention. You really want to know the real reason why I want money is to provide for my mom and my friends. And I don't need to explain to you why.
I believe friends. I believe that. Your mom? Okay.
To provide for anyone, because, well, not provide, but to give back to them, because they have really helped me in ways that I can't even explain. This person literally could have just listened to everyone online, could have been rude, could have been hateful, could have done all these things, but the fact that they stayed and understood everything I was going through, and the fact that they are really going through something, and I'm not going to explain it on social media because it's personal and it puts people in danger, but it's way beyond. You don't even, like, people don't even know the whole story of the situation. I know something that was, for reasons I can't say certain things, but, and it's a scary thing to think that one day I might wake up and hear that my dad died from an overdose. No one knows what that's like.
A lot of people do, actually. A lot of people deal with loved ones dealing with addiction. Once again, Tophia, you are not the only one. And don't you start crying.
My family is ripped apart. The only one I have is my mom, and then
and look how you're treating her. You couldn't even behave yourself to stay with your mom. Your family was ripped apart. I wonder why. I wonder how we got here. You are the epicenter. And the one person you got left, your mom, you have abandoned.
Family members, but I wish I could just go back in time, and I can't.
Yep.
My brother's dead.
Yep.
I want to go back and bring him back, but I can't.
Yep.
With everything I'm dealing with recently, I really don't want to think like that. I want to go back because then, and it's not because I'm trying to be rude, but I already struggle enough as it is, especially with my own self. Saying that I messed with his meds, we don't give him his shots. His shots come from the VA. He was going to the VA to get a shot, so how can I mess with his medication?
I skipped the heck. I didn't want to talk.
You sound dumb. It's literally documented.
I don't care about your daddy.
He went to the VA to get his shots, and then the guy started coming. So he had the guy come
to
give him his shots every month, like that. They make GoFundMe's and they get safe places to live. Me, I get more harassed and more with my mental
because
health.
You asked for $500K. You hopped up on here and had the nerve to ask people for $500K for a house. ... Oh, and to bury your brother. And you had us trying to tag celebrities. Girl, get out of here.
Messed up so badly that I attempted last year, and people make jokes about it.
No. I thought you said it was Jay. I thought you said Jay was the reason you attempted. But what really happened, your imaginary friend didn't give you the attention that you thought you deserved, and you tried to pull up on them in a shelter, and they said, hey, boundary. And because you don't respect boundaries, you attempted.
All the time. It's funny to make jokes about people harming themselves, because literally the same people that are saying don't make those jokes are the same people that are laughing and making those jokes, which is very hypocritical.
Nope. Again, you're haters. We are not a monolith. Don't put us under an umbrella. We are all different. We all have different opinions, so get over it.
Critical are the same people sitting here saying stop cyberbullying while actively cyberbullying someone. The difference between me and other people is you act like I never went through a carjacking and I'm using it for attention and whatever the case may be. I didn't cause a carjacking to go through to get attention. I didn't know that was going to happen.
You didn't cause the carjacking, but you were the reason why you guys were in a car. Absolutely.
Act like if I saw the future, I'm that so Raven and a vision came to me. I saw a vision and I was supposed to do something. It's so weird. When you go through something traumatic, you never really forget. That literally makes no sense. That's like telling you to forget your trauma. It's literally a trend. What are you talking about? It's that break free trend that you're talking about from the Kelly Clarkson song is literally a trend. Do you not know how content creation works?
Do you? Do you? It seems like you want to be this content creator when it's fitting for you. Because you don't be doing any other trend. Mind you, I don't know what trend she's talking about. But you don't do all these other trends. But when it's convenient, suddenly it's, do you know how content creation works? Tophia, do you?
You're a content creator and something is trending, you have to do the trend because you're getting views. Obviously, that's why I did the trend. So I can get people to
what were you saying?
view my page. When something's trending, you do the trend. What is that?
But you don't even get paid. So what are you talking about? You don't get paid, right? She don't get paid, so what's the point? What are you doing?
Do anything. You don't even care about shootings anyway, so what are you talking about? Some joke. That is literally so annoying. I'm literally sitting here saying, you made a joke about shooting people. You could care less. You just try to complain.
You did. You did say, how funny that. I was mentioning it before, but you did say you was ready to pop people.
Everything. I used this GoFundMe, well, I didn't use it. It got refunded back to people and I didn't have access to the GoFundMe. So try again. That is so funny to say I used something I didn't even have access to. And
you tried.
Email proof.
That's the only reason. Because you failed.
You want to know? The reason why GoFundMe refunded people is because they couldn't get a hold of Ryan. That's literally why.
And where's Ryan? Where he at?
And you keep spreading misinformation, I'm gonna sue you. And you want to know why? I can't.
Do it.
Sue you because I have the proof. Directly emailed from GoFundMe, and GoFundMe could literally tell them why my GoFundMe got taken down. It had nothing to do with scamming people.
Back up,
That's not
please.
why they said that. I didn't even spend any money from there. The whole $7,000.
Oh, we got an angle change. Hold on.
You literally whatever you want to think. I'm not here to prove anything to you. Thank you, Miss Piggy. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I got a bag I gotta get to. I got
a bag. Like money? You got a bag you gotta get to? But I thought you didn't make any income. Maybe she's talking about like a literal bag. Because I know she's not talking about money. Because she doesn't make any, right?
Content I gotta make. I don't gotta worry about proving myself to you. Because if
content you gotta make cuts to her lip syncing to a freaking song. That's the content, right? Okay.
apply, let it fly. You're worried about the wrong things. You complain more about me than you do about Trump. So are you a Trump supporter?
Oh my
Some of y'all
god.
haven't even said if you voted or not. You probably voted for Trump. I'm just saying, to be honest. Some of you guys are complaining more
Remember
about me.
when she sorry. Remember when she went to go vote and she fell? Unfortunately, we didn't see it, but the vision is enough in my opinion.
Than you are about Trump. There's literally a whole white woman on this app that cultural appropriates and told a homeless woman to jump in the river for $20.
Oh my god, are we gonna do, we do this every time?
And say, cares if you own the bed you sleep in. I have a bed in storage that I own. You want to go there?
You have a bed that you own? Oh, I guess she meant like a bed in storage. Okay.
Who cares? You literally came on live to argue with me about a bed. That's the dumbest thing I've heard. No wonder why you got no life. Can you imagine me coming online to argue with someone about a bed?
Well, that's exactly what you do, actually.
Any bills? That's why I'm live. Because I pay.
You don't make no money though. She started this off saying that she makes no income. She be making $50 on TikTok. She makes no income. But now she's talking about that she's here to make money because she got bills to pay. Tophia, what are you talking about? Make sense. If you're gonna lie, get it straight. I don't know, put it on a fucking notepad and keep it by you so you can keep up with what you're saying.
And that's why I have a storage, because I pay that. Actually, Kay, you could get off social media. Here, I'll help you. If I block you, you better not come back, because it's not that serious. I can help you get off social media. Mad. I'm not even mad. People think I sound mad. I really don't care. I don't understand. Why you gotta be rude for no reason?
Wait, I totally forgot we had an angle change. My bad, y'all.
Saying that's why my mom shelter won't accept me. Not about accepting someone. When you harass the police, of course, I don't even know why you as a black woman are condoning harassment against another black.
Oh my god. That's so messed up, because now that you have a black woman coming at you, you can't you couldn't use the race card, but you have found a way by saying, you as a black woman, how are you condoning this? I can't believe it. So because she's a black woman, she can't say nothing to you? Who can say something to you, Tophia? Answer, quickly. Who can? Because I'm waiting. Who has permission from the almighty Tophia to be allowed to talk to her?
Woman, that is so weird. You be defending these people that literally said that black people should be hanged. Why are you defending people that are literally don't like black people? Explain that.
Who is she talking about?
Especially because they're telling me I'm not black when I am, and you're defending anti-black people. On top of that, you're defending people that are Trump supporters, because not once in any of these lives do they ever talk about how bad Trump is. Because
oh my god, because no one is here to talk about it. That's not something that we are here to do. We can do multiple things at once. We can talk about him at a different time. Right now, what we are talking about is you lying that you don't make no income on social media. Multiple things can be true at once. Multiple things can be done at once, Tophia. Just because you can't do it don't mean everybody else can't.
Literally, if she's a black person that stands on certain things,
are we back at the other angle?
Defending people that literally talks about black people like that.
Tophia,
black people are really into their values, and if they are against systemic racism, if they are against racism in general and hatred towards black people, then she needs to know what you guys do. You don't like it when it's on the other.
Again, we are not all the same. I have called out the racism against Tophia. I can also call Tophia a liar. Again, multiple things can be true at once. And Tophia, can you pick a goddamn angle?
Foot, right? You sit here and tell people don't defend her, she's a horrible person, but when someone says it about you and says don't defend them, they're horrible, they said this and that, now all of a sudden you're mad saying I'm pulling the race card. I'm black.
Well, you are.
I'm gonna be obsessed about my own people because Darker skinned black women get told they're ugly all the time, while white women get put on a
Like
pedestal
what you said, that you're not a burnt color.
and treated like they are the beauty standards. If I was not black and I was not conventionally attractive, I would have got canceled if I decided to literally.
Cancel culture is fake. No one gets canceled unless they cancel themselves. Tophia, you are not even important enough to have this cancel conversation with. Oh my God.
Have a wedding at a plantation, which never, even as a black person, I don't think I would ever glorify that. Let's be for real. You literally excuse people for their behaviors because they are attractive. No one said they're not still bad people. Sitting here trying to argue with me about whether I'm black.
Tophia. No, I'm not gonna go there.
Not, it's just weird. You don't sit here and say you get to be black. You don't get to tell someone if they're black or not. That's just weird behavior. Literally sit here and be like complaining.
Oh my
and
God.
So crazy
Look,
about
your nose is
every
all
little
red.
thing. And what do you mean I'm not black? Because you're not? I am black. I don't have to argue with you if I'm black or not because.
But here you are. Here you are.
That's not my worries. That's the least of my concerns. I'm mad. He didn't even have to be rude to literally tell me.
Oh my
about
God, this
hair.
angle.
I don't care what a man thinks about my hair. You can go kick rocks with your big toe and stub it while wearing flip-flops.
Corny.
I'm rude for defending myself, whatever. Anyways, guys, I gotta get off because my phone isn't gonna charge because it's getting hot and I need it to cool down.
Yeah. So do you. You need to cool down as well. Tophia, you are a liar who doesn't want to see their mother. And that is the lesson of today. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna log off. I'm chronically online, so let me change that and I'm gonna log off. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a like. If you're not subscribed, please do. I would appreciate it. Follow me on Twitter at Santopido, link in the description. That is where you will find me. And with that, I will see you when I see you. Peace.